Hey guys, what's up? It's Queenie here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today's video, I don't even know if it's a tutorial or if just let's just do our hair together. I think that's what most of my videos are becoming anyway. So my hair was blown out. If you watched my previous video, it was blown out and it's still stretched. A few days later, it's still looking good. I've actually just been hydrating it with this hydrating oil, if that's even a thing. I think the oil does have maybe some type of like glycerin in it because my hair stays moisturized, because when I go out it kind of pulls the moisture from the air and my hair gets moisturized, if that makes sense, and that's what glycerin does. So I think that's why it works for me. It's not a dry oil, it's a very thick vegetable glycerin-y kind of oil, and it helps keep my hair moisturized through the environment and through the moisture in the air. Then my hair takes it in and then I don't need water. So my hair is still staying pretty stretched. It still looks good, and today I just want to style it in a way that it'll actually stay in place all day without me having to use too much product. So I'm going for a side ponytail type of look without gel. So we're gonna try that. My hair, like I said, is already stretched, so I don't need to do too much to it right now. It's detangled and all of that. So let's just get into this. So first thing I'm gonna do is part my hair. I'm going to do a side part. I want it to be like one of those, you know when you have people who have straight hair do like a side part, kind of just like swoops to the side, but it's not like gelled down. That's what I'm going for. I'm using my Felicia Leatherwood brush, the brush with the best, I think that's what it's called, the detangling brush that like separates. I didn't love this brush initially, but now that I've been wearing my hair in this stretched state, it's been life-changing. See how it just smooths out the hair and detangles so nicely? So that I have been loving. And I actually think I'm going to hold this back and tie up the rest of my hair and make sure this part is nice and flat. I'm just going to tie this out of the way, just like this. Again, we're not using any wet products just yet. Just going to tie this. My hair feels really good, so I'm just going to leave it alone. If it's feeling dry and crispy, then I would think about, you know, doing something about it, but it feels good, so we're just gonna leave that. Then I'm going to take my hard brush and we're going to smooth out the edges. Again, no product, just the brush. Get it as smooth as we can. I'm going to take a little bit of this oil and put it on my edges. It's honestly not going to do much, but give me some shine. I want to have a piece of hair kind of straightened on the side of each side of my face. Alright, so I'm just going to pin the sides of my hair and leave these pieces out for later. So this is the piece that I'm going to swoop over everything. I'm going to make sure it's nice and smooth. It's brushed out, it's moisturized, it feels good. But I guess I need to keep this piece even smaller. And we're just going to lightly pin this to the side. I just grabbed this piece as much as I can into the ponytail. Make sure this is brushed through, smoothed out. Make sure this is nice and smooth. Everything's in place. And now I'm going to secure it with an elastic. So the key in all of this is to make sure that your hair is stretched well enough, but is still moisturized. You don't want to do this on dry, crispy, like blown out hair. You need to do this on a day that your hair, yes, is blown out, but it still has some moisture and like some hydration to it. You shouldn't be doing anything to your hair if it's that dry. But I think that's the key. So we have the setup of the style. I think now all we have to do is kind of secure it by pinning things in place, and I'm going to straighten these pieces out, and then my ponytail is just going to be out. I'm going to fluff it later, make it even bigger, and that's basically it. We have used zero product except for a little bit of oil, but the thing is I have my hair feeling this way because of the products I used the other day. To get my hair to stay straight but still feel hydrated, I used the Pantene Gold Series Hydrating Oil. This oil, like I said, feels like a glycerin type of oil, so it's very thick, and when you go outside with this in your hair, it does help pull moisture into your hair, but my hair doesn't frizz up, if that makes sense. Looking at the ingredients on this oil, I don't see glycerin, but that's just what it feels like. It feels like vegetable glycerin to me, and vegetable glycerin makes my hair feel this way. So I like it. It's not for everybody, but that's how I keep this blowout texture feeling hydrated without all the shrinkage. So, all right, so I'm taking a black bobby pin, pulling this down a little bit, but not too tight, and pinning it, and then pulling this forward and making sure this is smooth here. I want it to look a little bit fluffy. I want people, like, I don't want it to look slick down. The one thing I don't know how to do is to kind of smooth out my edges without putting product or too much product. So I'm just going to use an edge control. Usually I would do a gel as well, but today we're only gonna do an edge control just because it's a little drier and we don't want to ruin this part of our hair. So I'm just going to slick just the edges with my edge control and hope that it's okay. Okay, so far so good, I think. Okay. Yes. Taking a little bit of edge control, and I'm also getting these little pieces here. I have some baby hairs that just are sticking up because I combed it this way. I'm just gonna swoop that underneath. So I just swoop that underneath, and then I'm swooping anything going this way, and then lightly brushing over the top layer of my head. And then lastly, you can take a tiny bit of edge control, rub it in your hands, and then smooth out anything else, but really not too much. The goal is to have this looking as quickly pulled together as possible, but still pretty neat, right? Okay, and then for these pieces, obviously you can straighten it. I'm not gonna do that right now. I actually don't hate the way it looks just as is. Take a little edge control, smooth it out. It's not bad. Okay, so this is basically it. My hair is completely dry when it comes to wet products. Like, there's no wet product in my hair. Everything's in place. Again, the key to this is having very well stretched out hair and making sure it's still hydrated so it doesn't look just frizzy. And I did that by using the oil that I mentioned, and with my edges, laying them down without having them curl up. The edge control that I use is the Belle Roche Jet Black 48-hour edge control. I've been using this for years. Best edge control ever. It's hard to find nowadays, but yeah, this is it. Keeps things in place all day. All right, that is it for this quick tutorial. This is your blowout hairstyling, sleek ponytail, no product, no gel, no hairspray, no nothing. Just a nice blowout and some hydrated strands, a little bobby pins, some edge control, and you're able to get a sleek look without ruining your whole wash day and blowout process. So I hope this was helpful. And again, key, a good blowout and a good hydrating oil to keep your hair maintained overnight. So then the next day when you style it like this, it's not a frizzy mess, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you have any questions, comment down below, let me know. My other sleek ponytail video did so well, so I figured I'd come back and try to show a minimal product one, and hopefully this works for people who can't do the wet products and, you know, prefer to have dry, stretched hair for their hairstyling. All right, I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Make sure you comment down below, let me know what you think, thumbs up this video, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram if you're not already. Bye.